A good landscape is a big part of the experience of playing a miniature game, but some of us, like me, just don't build scenery. Some of us are not able to and not interested in learning. No time, no skills. So what are you gonna do? You're going to spend a ton of money to purchase pre-built scenery, but luckily enough, actually Malifaux has a much more affordable option and one that I like very much. And of course, the terrain that you buy for Malifaux using this option, you can also use for other miniature games. What you see here is Terra Clips. Actually, these are two Terra Clips sets. One is called Streets of Malifaux, the other one is called Buildings of Malifaux. I combined elements, components from both sets to build what you see here, this section of the city of Malifaux. Terra Clips basically is a series of 2D sturdy elements that you can combine by using these connectors here. All elements are double-sided. For example, these can be used to build two types of roof, and you connect these elements together to build the scenery that you see here. Sure, these connectors are not very pleasing from an aesthetic point of view, but one thing is that when you start playing the game, actually they do tend to blend in with the landscape. I don't find myself paying much attention to them. There are ways in which you can disguise them a little bit. You place a staircase on some of those so you don't see them as much. Also, this is the first landscape that I build using these connectors here, and I realized that I use more than I needed. In future landscapes, probably I will need to use less, so they show less in the visual that you have of the scene. Something that is really great, of course, is that the Terra Clips elements are modular. I could just disassemble this piece of scenery here and rebuild it in a completely different way, with more buildings, less buildings, built in a different way, placed in different ways, less elevations. It is really, really good. Just the replay value that you have out of that, not just of placing the building that you bought in a different location, but of creating a different building, organizing the building differently. Also, as you can see from me picking up the roof of that building, the great thing is that you can create buildings that are completely open, so you can play outside or inside the buildings. The action can run smoothly from the outside to the inside and vice versa. You may have people fighting inside, then bringing it outside, jumping out of these terraces. All sorts of action can happen, and I really like that. Let me show you more up close an example of the inside of a building. Let's look at this one, which is a pretty big building. Here we go. As you can see there, we have a terrace running all around here. Then here you could put furniture, for example, and we have a second floor here that is connected by a staircase inside there to the ground floor. We have a door there in the back. There's another door here, which doesn't seem like it makes much sense, but there's a staircase also that connects it to the alley here in the back. And all of these elements I could have combined in two-story buildings instead of one large one, 4 small ones, a single tower 4 levels high. There's just so much replay value, and I really like the fact that you can open areas of the board and play inside. For example, that entire area here, this entire area here can be lifted, and inside here there is a series of underground dungeon-like rooms where more action can happen, more stuff may go on. Here we have another type of building here again. So there's just a lot that you can do with these components, and when you consider the price of regular painted, especially pre-painted scenery, then I think that you realize that this is really, really, really good value for your money. I definitely like the idea. I bought an extra set of components, Sewers of Malifaux, to combine with my streets and buildings from Malifaux, and I think that there really is going to be a vast range of urban actions that I can create in the landscapes that I can put together with these components.